Today, we'll be talking about art with Robert Ketchens, today on The Bernie Hayes Show. And welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes, and Robert Ketchens is my guest. Robert, welcome back.
Thank you, Bernie.
Good to see you again.
Good to be here. It really is.
Well, you have a big event coming up at Harris-Stowe State University. Tell us about that.
Yeah,
And when?
I'm excited about that.
Okay.
It's called Colorful Journey, and it's going to be at Harris-Stowe State University on the 5th of May. We're going to have the opening.
In the Vashon Center.
I'm sorry?
In the Vashon Center.
Yes.
Yeah,
in the
at
Vashon
Harris-Stowe
Center.
State University, yeah.
Yeah.
This will be the first event they're having there.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm honored to have the inaugural show there.
Yeah, that's right. Tell us about your art and what will we be able to see? What's it? May 5th, is it?
May 5th.
May 5th.
Yes.
May 5th through June.
To June 7th.
June 7th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
I guess almost, and the weekends too, I guess, if they prefer to come.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. Well, the show covers my artistic journey in the last 2 decades.
Okay.
I'm a social realist. I cover social issues for the most part, but this show has a variety of subject matter. We've got happy things that's going on in the community. We've got some tragic things that happen, and just about everything in between. You know,
How do you select your subjects and material?
the subjects sort of come to me, Bernie. You know, I'm socially conscious. You know, being born in the South during Jim Crow era, that fairness and unfairness is stuck with me for a long time. So I look for subjects that has that component in it, and I like stories of underdogs, the untold heroes. So that sort of guides my choices and work.
And what's the name of the exhibit?
The exhibit is A Colorful Journey.
A Colorful Journey.
Yeah.
Well, I think Bob Demler, engineer, is going to show us some of the things that might be in the collection, but some of your works. Tell us what this is, Bob.
This painting is Dreams of a Young Girl. It's called a Misty Copeland Day. And it's given a nod to the great ballerina Misty Copeland.
Okay.
And, well, young girls would aspire to be in that position.
Now, those are paintings or?
Those are paintings.
Okay.
That one in particular is an oil painting.
Okay. Let's see another one there. Tell us what this is. What is that one?
That's Homies. That's about friendship, starting when you're young and hanging with you till you get old.
Hanging with your OG, huh?
OG, yes, indeed, yeah.
All these are paintings, Bob, or some of them acrylics? Or what?
They all are either oil or acrylic.
Oil? Okay.
Yeah, primarily oil. But for me, I go back and forth. Acrylic dries a lot faster. Okay. So I use that when I need speed to get something accomplished. And I use oil because oil gives you so many different varieties of technique to investigate when you're working. And I'm not one to produce the same thing over and over and over. I like to investigate and find out what my medium can do.
How long does it take to produce a painting?
Oh man, some of them go really quick, and some of them I labor over, and it doesn't matter the size. When I'm working, I get inspiration to take me to a different direction. Sometimes I get new information that I'll add into it. The thing that stays from the beginning to the end is the composition for the most part. Okay. Composition is critical.
So maybe days or months or years even?
I've got a couple that I worked on for years.
Really?
Katrina, when Katrina hit my hometown, New Orleans, I worked on a series for a year, and I found to be very therapeutic for me.
Really?
And so I produced about 18 pieces of work during that time. And I like to know my subject. So not only was Katrina my hometown, but I was able to get firsthand information from a firefighter who was a friend of my nephew who stayed during the hurricane.
Okay.
So as new information came in, I was making changes. So
Anything representing Treme? Any of your paintings represent Treme?
Just about everything that, the things that I do are based on emotional responses that I have. Seems like the subjects choose me instead of me choosing the subject.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Let's see another of the paintings. I know Bob Dimler is just waiting for us to tell him what to do. Yeah. But this is great. Who is that now?
Now that's a young lady, Isabel Morano. She was one of the Ferguson children that I painted. I did a series during Michael Brown's murder.
Yeah.
I would set up a couple of days out there, and I give the kids $5 or so to have them pose for me. I'll take pictures and probably do a sketch or two.
That's wonderful.
And, talk to the kids about what's going on. Yeah.
What inspired you, Robert, to become an artist?
Oh man, it was just in me, from the beginning. For a while, I thought that I was going to be a mortician. I enjoyed the science of it all.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine's father had a funeral home, so it was a way for me to make money, and so it kind of drew my interest in. During the Vietnam War, I entered the Air Force, and they had a program that trained medical illustrators. So I jumped on that real quick because it was dealing with the science that I loved as well as the art.
Wow, that's unbelievable. That's some kind of transition.
It really was, yeah. I was ready for it, though, because a lot of the work that an illustrator do, medical illustrator, it's in surgery suite or it's in the morgue. So I had the morgue part down.
Okay.
It was the surgery part that I had to get accustomed to.
All right. And you choose your subjects how? How do you choose your subjects?
Through investigating the subject matter. For me, it's really important to know the subject, to know the deeper part of a subject. For instance, the sharecropper strike, 1939.
Okay.
Reverend Whitfield Owens put together a strike that put a halt to a lot of the unfairness that was going on in southern Missouri with the sharecropper strike. And through his leadership, there's a lot of changes that happen in labor laws that's affecting us still today.
Wow.
And I didn't hear about this guy ever in history until I met his grandson. We sat at my dinner table and he talked about it, and as he talked about it, tears came to his eyes. And so I wanted to know more. And so I got that whole story. It was a powerful story, for a small town preacher to talk to people and get everybody moving, black and white.
Wow.
Out to the highways of, I think it was Highway 60 in Missouri.
61, I believe.
61, yeah.
Yeah, 61 north and south, yeah.
Yeah, and got the president involved through his wife. They were appalled by what was happening when they would drive up and down 61.
Yeah.
And news got to her that, people were out there during the middle of winter. And the reason they were out there during the middle of winter. So it's stories like that, sure. that I try to bring out.
I've seen pictures of the people on the highway, their cars and their luggage and so forth. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Robert Ketchens is my guest, and he's going to have a wonderful exhibit at Harris-Stowe State University, the Vashon Center at Harris-Stowe State University, beginning May 5th. And we'll be talking more about that, Robert Ketchens, after this.
These are very difficult times and so many people are giving up. I want you to experience hope in the midst of God's cathedral of creation. And that's why I have a free book that I want to send you. It said hope can begin to flow in your life. And you'll be encouraged to go out in the middle of creation and hear the birds and the trees and all of creation speak hope to you. And I'll send this to you absolutely free of charge. All you have to do is just write me Larry Rice at P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri. That's 63166. Or you can call 314-421-3020 and request your free copy of Experiencing Hope in God's Creation. We need hope right now. And hope is just right there, ready to fill you. You may be in a dark, dirty, lonely place at this moment. I have a whole chapter on that, how seeds are planted there and how they sprout. That and much more, right here. Just write me at P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri. That's 63166, and receive your free copy.
Behind me is the New Life Evangelistic Center administrative offices in Overland, Missouri. And this is where we shoot our shows for our worship shows and the Here's Help Network. And it's also where Zakid Baruti and Bernie Hayes shoot their shows. You can find all of these shows at the New Life Evangelistic Center app, the NLEC TV app. You can also access them on your tablet or on your computer. And this is how you can stay up to date with all the things that New Life Evangelistic Center is doing. There are so many different programs that we've got going on, and God is doing many exciting things through partners like you. So if you want to support the work that New Life is doing, then please access and give through the app. You can go online at nlecstl.org or give us a call at 314-421-3020. Again, 314-421-3020. But this is the best way to get plugged into the amazing work that New Life is doing through people like you. And so there is something for you to get involved in today. And we are so thankful for our partners. Only through the grace of God and your gift are we able to bless others today.
And welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes. My guest is Robert Ketchens. He's an artist who's going to have a display, an exhibit at Harris-Stowe State University at the Vashon Center on beginning May 5th. Robert, the Vashon Center now, that's you'd be the first exhibit there.
Yes.
And that's on the corner of Market and Compton.
Yes.
So that's the only building there for Harris-Stowe State University.
Yes.
Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited about it, Bernie.
Tell us about it.
I'm looking forward to it. It covers a journey of 2 decades of my work, and it covers some of the better parts of what's going on in America and some of the joyful things in America. For instance, I have a section that talks about how we worship.
Okay.
I have another section that talks about the sharecropper strike that I just mentioned. And then, of course, I would be remiss to not have a piece for Ferguson. There's about 6 pieces that I covered with Ferguson. And then there's some things that deal with relationships, you know. So I've got a mixture of things that'll make you think, things that'll make you sad, things that'll make you happy.
While seeing some of your paintings, I would assume that you're an activist. And what's the name of the exhibit again?
The exhibit is titled A Colorful Journey.
And tell us how that came about.
Like I said, very much I'm an activist, and I like to see myself as a visual griot. I tell the stories through my art, unlike the storytellers of griots.
Sure.
So for me, social issues is important. To me, it's the job of an artist to leave a record of his existence, what was happening in his time, contemporary time. If I painted something that Rembrandt painted, you know, I would just be glorifying Rembrandt.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to keep my eye on social issues and some history that has gone by without being noticed, at least not by me.
Wow, that's unbelievable. And I noticed that you titled this, it was from your soul. You said just from random words and so forth. It came from Bob Ketchens, from the heart, from the soul of you. Let's see some more of your work, Bob.
Okay.
What is this?
That's a young man from the Ferguson kids.
Mm-hmm.
He had an older demeanor. He was like talking to a 50-year-old guy.
Really?
Yeah, he was kind of character.
And let's see another one. Tell us about this one.
This is Morgan Freeman's place down in Clarksdale, Mississippi. And it's a reflection of the culture of the blues down there, that the blues is not about the past. The blues is about the present.
Mm-hmm. The images that you see, like I guess that the guitar player, was that John Lee Hooker?
John Lee Hooker,
John
yes.
Lee Hooker, yeah, and then
Yes.
the girl kneeling,
Yes.
and so forth. And so how did that make you feel? What was you saying in that painting? What are you expressing?
Well, I was saying that the greats like John Lee Hooker, if we talk about the blues, people have a tendency to talk about it in the past tense. Mm-hmm. But the blues is the cornerstone to most American music.
Living thing right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, all the music that we listen to, somewhere we owe a debt to the blues. Yeah. So I added John Lee Hooker in there, which represented the past. And then I met a local guy who played guitar, played the blues, and all the young girls really liked this guy. He was a local guy. Mm-hmm. So I added his image in there as well. So talk about the past and the future.
A lot of folks don't know Morgan Freeman has a blues club in Clarksdale, Mississippi. But he's a blues enthusiast.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Morgan Freeman, actor.
Yeah.
Wonderful actor.
That's some good cooks down there, too.
Yeah, Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Yes.
The heart of the Delta.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So this exhibit's coming on May 5th at Harris-Stowe. What time is that going to be?
We're going to open at 4.
4 o'clock.
And going to stay till 7.
Okay. Is there admission fee?
No admission fee. Mm-hmm. Just come with your heart full, ready to enjoy some art.
That's wonderful. And how many exhibits will you have on? Pictures?
I'm going to average about 30 to 32 pieces. That's the hardest part of putting this exhibit together is trying to decide what to keep in and what to take out. Okay. I want to give the picture, the viewer a full picture of what I'm saying, with the purpose of the exhibit. And there's some paintings that I absolutely love, but they just don't fit in the narrative. Okay. So I have to leave those out.
Okay. Will the exhibits, these paintings be for sale?
Yes, they will be for sale. Yes. There's some of them are already sold, and I borrowed them for the show. Okay. Because they're important pieces. But the other ones that are not sold are for sale.
Okay. Tell me, Robert Ketchens, what is your market? Who are you marketing to?
Well, I'm marketing to institutions, museums, high-end galleries, people that are art collectors, people who enjoy art, students who's curious about art.
So what are some of the past exhibits that you've had? Where?
I've exhibited in Chicago at the DeSable Museum. I've exhibited in a little small museum in Arkansas. I've been in several shows. One of the bigger ones was Miami Basel.
Wow, okay.
And that was in 2016. I was really excited about that. Yeah.
What about your hometown, New Orleans? Ever exhibited there?
No, I hadn't exhibited there, but I'm working on it, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I would love to be part of that museum that they have down there.
Okay, when people come to Harris-Stowe State University, the Vashon Center, on May the 5th, what will they be expecting to see?
Well, they would be expecting to see colorful, thoughtful paintings. of the African American community. They're going to see works that dispel some stereotypes. They're going to see works that talk about the similarities between different cultures, different races, and they're going to talk about things that are uniquely African American culture-wise.
So all this is coming from your social consciousness.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, Robert Ketchens. Okay. How can we reach you, Robert?
You can reach me at my my email. It's rketchens.com. I'm sorry, raketchens@gmail.com. My web address is rketchens.com.
Okay. So is there a phone number they can reach you?
Yes, 314-792-5299.
That's a little fast. Can you say those a little slower, please?
Okay. Well, I'm at 314-792-5299.
Okay. Are you working on anything at this time?
I'm constantly working, Bernie. You know, to my detriment, I guess. You know, I enjoy it, but you know, it wears me down. You know, I put a lot of hours in it, but it doesn't feel like work.
That's
you know,
great.
it feels like I'm supposed to be there.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Robert Ketchens is my guest, and we're talking about an exhibit that he's having at Harris-Stowe State University beginning May 5th. I'm Bernie Hayes, and we'll be right back after this.
As we feel the darkness pressing in upon us, both personal needs and needs in the world, society as a whole, it's easy for us to get depressed. And when we're depressed and negative and feeling hopeless, we're not going to be able to help anyone. That's why I daily have to draw strength from the Word of God. That's why I have to go on walks in the midst of the wonders of God's works. And that's why I have to be able to see something that's worked for many, many years in my life, is that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever, that He's with us always, even to the end of the world, and that we can be a light, letting His love and power flow in us and through us in a cold, dark world. There are people hurting out there. There's people that are crying out to God at this particular moment in the midst of their desperation. Can we be led by the Holy Spirit to them? Can we believe God to reach out and let His love flow through us and by faith help them meet their needs? That's the challenges that the Lord gives us in His Word. Experience the joy of really helping somebody else and letting the light and love of Christ shine in you and through you.
Today's subject, Harry Belafonte, American singer, actor, producer, and activist who was a key figure in the folk music scene of the 1950s, especially known for popularizing the Caribbean folk songs known as calypso. He was also involved in various social issues, notably the civil rights movement. Belafonte took a break from acting and to focus on other interests. In the 1960s, he became the African-American television producer, and over the course of his career, he served in that capacity on several productions. During that time, Belafonte continued to record, and his notable albums including Swing That Hammer, for which he received a Grammy Award for Best Performance. Throughout his career, Belafonte was involved in various causes. He is a supporter of the civil rights movement and a close friend to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was active in African-American humanitarian efforts, notably appearing on the charity song, We Are the World. Harry Belafonte.
It takes many partners to operate New Life Evangelistic Center. We're a large ministry operating and serving so many people all throughout Missouri. And so we appreciate so much Bernie Hayes and his many years of dedicated service to people who are experiencing homelessness all throughout Missouri. But we need people like you to partner with Bernie Hayes and with New Life Evangelistic Center to make a real impact in the lives of people who are hurting now. In a very practical way, you are being the hands and feet of Christ in the streets of St. Louis and Springfield, Missouri, and beyond. So I want to thank everyone who is partnering with New Life Evangelistic Center. I want to challenge you to get involved today for the glory of God and the good of others in our community. Thank you so much, and God bless those who are making a big impact on the lives of hurting people.
Welcome back. My guest is Robert Ketchens, artist, and he's having a display at the exhibit there's at the Harris-Stowe State University at the Vashon Center on the corner of Compton and Market Street, May 5th, beginning May 5th. It's going to run for about a month. So, Robert, what's this piece we're looking at right here? What is this?
Well, this is titled Praise Dance.
Praise dance.
Praise Dance, yeah. It's part of my How We Worship series.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's praise dancing in a church, is it?
Yes,
Okay.
she's the spirit is in her.
So that is the spirit.
Yeah, she's got to move, and
This is wonderful.
and the way she's moving is in the spirit.
How long did it take you to do that?
Oh, it's hard to say, Bernie. When I don't keep count because as an artist, most artists keep count of their hourly wages. Like most people, you wind up $1.50 an hour or something. So you don't want to do that.
Okay. Tell us about Robert Ketchens. You married?
Yes,
Tell us about your family. Tell us about Robert Ketchens.
I'm married to a wonderful woman. I've got 3 children.
Does she have a name?
Linda Ketchens.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Linda. And we've got 3 children. And
You remember their names?
Joshua, Trina, and Rachel.
You had to think about it, right?
Yes. I want to do it in age.
Sure. Okay. This is great, Robert. Yeah. So once again, we're going to talk about how we can reach you and why I wanted to commission a painting from you. Is that possible?
Absolutely possible. Before I started my journey at being a social realist, I was a portrait artist. That's really what I enjoy because I enjoy the complexities of the human face. Okay. And the challenge is always a part of the reward.
Well, we can reveal that you done one of me. And that beautiful thing you did in Percy Green that you presented at the Art Museum is just unbelievable.
Thank you,
and, Percy was engaged and just looking at it, thinking it was a picture of him.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was a wonderful picture.
Well,
drawing rather, painting. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, both of you guys were well deserving of portraits, and for me, portraits are high art as far as giving honor to an individual. Much different than a photograph.
You're very kind.
A photograph just give you the image. A good portrait artist will give you the essence of the person in front of them. Not just a likeness.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you for that. And when you are choosing a subject, how do you decide whether it's going to be acrylic or painting?
Sometimes it chooses me. I don't choose it. If I'm doing something more experimental, I'll have a tendency to go with acrylic. Okay. Because with acrylic, you can do so many, I would say, rougher things with. Oil is that traditional medium that you just have to respect the drying time, the elasticity of it all. So technically, if I'm in a experimental mood, I'll use acrylics. Okay.
So once again, tell us how we can reach Robert Ketchens and website, phone number, and everything.
Okay, you can reach me at my website is RKetchens.com. My email is raketchens@gmail.com. And my phone number is
it's slow.
314, very slow, 314-792-5299.
Great. And if one wanted to commission a painting of you, they can reach you through those numbers.
Absolutely.
Are you on Facebook or anything?
Yes, I'm on Facebook. Yes.
Robert Ketchens?
Yes, Robert Ketchens. Yes.
Good. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming, Robert.
Oh, I enjoy every morning I'm here, Brian, and I'm honored to have done the portrait of you.
I'm honored to have that done, too.
It's a long time coming, man.
You're very kind. Thank you so very much, Robert.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you on May 5th.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, too. I'm excited. Yeah.
And each and every one of you, thank you so much for supporting Reverend Larry Rice of the New Life Evangelistic Center and everybody involved here. I'm Bernie Hayes, and thank you so much, and keep supporting. We're 2428 Woodson Road, Oakland, Missouri. Have a great day.